And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Marshawn Lynch, welcome back, Beast Mode. We've missed you, and I bet that end zone has missed him a little bit.
There's a different vibe when he hits the end zone, isn't there? I mean, the way people react when he has the ball in his hands and when he gets to the end zone, oh, it's a big-time reaction. I don't know about you, brother, but I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week one. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the read option, it's Mariota. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Second down, here's Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Now the ball comes loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Gives to Marshawn. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw after the play fake to Lynch. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And the ball is knocked out. And that might be Titan football. It is. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
They start the drive with Lynch. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week one of the season. We'll be back. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I think we just saw some evidence of what Tennessee was talking about in the offseason and really emphasizing on defense, forcing fumbles. Only forced 4 in all of 2016.
The lowest number in the league. They just could not seem to force any fumbles at all last season. A nice little juke. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Mariota being chased out, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he knocks it through. Now here's Suckabout to kick it away. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Now they'll throw with Carr. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Throwing is Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 2nd quarter score from Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Mariota. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first, here's Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Janikowski now for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mariota to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? An update now from down in Houston. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second half begins with a run by Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he's got some space here. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, you got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now this time Carl throw. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first down throw for Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. On the read option, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the Raiders have got him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He finds Taylor. Complete. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Right back to Washington. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd-quarter score. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on third. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr gives it off to Washington. And he's got room. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Running it, Washington, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 8. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come up in an offset eye. And from the 3 now, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week one of the season. We'll be back. Second down, Mariota. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Aldon Smith from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Play action now. Mariota. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Justin Ellis in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
On the carry, it's Olawale. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Shift together here from the D-line. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mariota. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Corey Davis. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They go play action. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And some space here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
First and goal here from the 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DeMaurice Searcy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Right side, there's Decker. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Eric Decker, 38 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And his kick is good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On play action, it's Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They get it to Washington, running left. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And now nothing but green ahead of him. It's a big play there for Oakland. 51 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, No better feeling for the team running the football.
Carr gonna look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and 10. Here's Mariota going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Carr going to throw here. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff right side, it's Washington. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. On play action, now Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Mariota to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what the feeling when you ride it like a wave. Crash into the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight.
counting up the bills with my dominant hand. Yo,